We're in Sacramento, California for the start of the 2017 California State High School Basketball Championships. Over the next 2 days, 12 champs will be crowned right here on the new home floor of the Sacramento Kings. We welcome you to the brand new Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. We get it started with a girls Division 5 title game featuring Eastside College Prep out of Palo Alto against Rolling Hills Prep out of San Pedro. Alongside Mary Murphy, I'm Steve Quist. Thanks for spending part of your Friday morning with us. And what an honor. We get to be in this brand new, shiny NBA venue called the Golden One Center.
Exactly right. And these teams are really excited to be here for Eastside College Prep. This is their third straight state final for Rolling Hills Prep. Yep. Their first. So experience, will it tip or not?
Well, these two teams get an opportunity to christen this floor here as far as the high schools are concerned on an NBA arena here at the Golden One Center. Let's start by talking about Rolling Hills Prep. They don't have a single senior on their roster. They have 5 very talented freshmen led by Alyssa Maxey.
That's exactly right. A freshman-dominated team. And Maxey, boy, she does it all for this team. Scores a bunch of points over the season, 23 points per game, 9 rebounds a game, 5 steals. She can shoot from distance. She can put it on the floor and attack. The biggest challenge for her, she must stay out of foul trouble. It's a team that loves to extend some full court pressure. They need her on the floor.
Eastside College Prep only dressed and traveled 8 players, but their best has to be upperclassman Kayla Tahafe.
Yeah, hard to believe. This is her 3rd trip to the state finals. They won the title last year. Another player who absolutely fills up the stat sheet. She scores, she rebounds, she distributes. She's the leader, the coach on the floor. She needs a big game, and as well, she needs to stay on the floor and stay out of foul trouble.
Let's take a look at this morning's starting lineups here for this girls Division 5 championship game for the Huskies of Rolling Hills Prep. Nickerson, Pekele, Yamada, Maxey that we spoke of, and Suji. For Eastside College Prep, the defending champs at this level, Temilao Bay, Gabriel Tahafe, and Dee Franklin. Time to welcome in the 3rd member of our team. It's Drew Schiller. Drew?
Only 9 schools have had both the girls and boys win the state title in the same year, and Rolling Hills Prep has the opportunity to make it 10. After the girls play here this morning, the boys will tip it off at noon. And a couple moments ago, I spoke with girls head coach Richard Mason, and he told me that with only 200 kids in the high school, the bond between both the girls and the boys teams is really something special. They all traveled up here together on a charter bus, and win or lose this morning, the girls will stick around and watch the boys play. And certainly they're all hoping that that bus ride back to Southern California is one for the ages.
Thank you very much, Drew. It's been happening a lot lately. You think of Sierra Canyon, the boys and girls. We had that over at Haas Pavilion, and then you think of Chaminade a few years back. Here is the Eastside College Prep head coach, and it is Donovan Blythe in his 9th season, and he once brought the Emory boys to a state championship game back in the 90s. What a very good player that went on to win a national championship back at Emory. And his team is 22-8. And for Richard Masson, he's in his 3rd season. He, too, used to coach boys teams in the LA area. He was the coach of Carson and the Jordan boys basketball team in the Los Angeles area. And his team's had a spectacular year, Mary, at 32-3.
And reading some interviews he had, he's concerned about the experience level. Your first time you're walking in, and for Eastside College Prep, this is old school. This is what they've built. This is what they've talked about all season long, getting back.
Richard Mason, the head coach, gave him an extra S, and about ready to take the floor here. And his team, with the RHP across their chest, will be in the Road Blues. So, of course, the Southern California teams, which is tradition when they come up here to the north, will be designated the road team. And for Eastside College Prep, they'll be in white and experience. You talked about that. This is their 3rd consecutive year that they have made it to Sacramento to play in a state championship game, albeit it's a different venue. Last couple of years, Sleep Train Arena. Prior to that, Haas Pavilion. But here at the brand new Golden One Center, the new home of the Sacramento Kings, just opened up in October. And we're about ready to go. Jumping at center.
It's a great look from above, isn't it?
It is. That's Mina Temilao below against Kai Nickerson, who's a freshman. And it's Rolling Hills Prep out of Southern California that's got the first possession. And the first shot of the basketball game was taken there by Macy Pekela. who averages 16 points a game and a whopping 9 steals. Can you believe that?
It's an incredible number. I went back and checked it because it just seemed like maybe it was 9 in one game, but no, 9 as an average.
I can't believe there's enough time to spend on the floor to get 9 steals.
Rolling Hills Prep loves the full court pressure most of the game, and the goal for Eastside College Prep is to push tempo, and get some easy looks. They're not going to pull it back out and look to set their offense.
Got our first foul of the basketball game. Ty Nickerson, the freshman, who averages 3 points per game, so that's her first infraction.
One of the concerns from the coaching staff of Rolling Hills Prep was foul trouble. They can't afford it.
Brianna Bay drives in, and foul number 2 for Rolling Hills Prep to start things, and we're not even a full 36 seconds into the basketball game.
Eastside College Prep, a tough team to defend without fouling because they are always in attack mode.
That was the first on Madison Yamada. She too is a freshman. Talked about the fact that they have 5 very talented freshmen and no seniors on the roster for Rolling Hills Prep.
Eastside College Prep, no seniors as well.
And that shot partially blocked there. And here come the Huskies down the floor. 32-3 season under the direction of Richard Mason, and they've got the opening basket. From the corner, that is Madison Yamada, who averages 7.7 points per game. And they get the turnover. How about that?
So that's exactly what they're looking to do. They go from distance, the lefty knocks it down from the baseline, and then you just apply that pressure, you get the turnover, look to convert, get some early momentum going your direction.
But Kayla drove, went out of bounds, and she turns it over right back to Eastside College Prep, the Panthers.
Kayla, a player they need to score. She's 16 a game. Here's the hard drive. Just can't quite clear through that defense.
Eastside College Prep attacking. Wearing number 1 is Brianna Bay, 8 points, 4 boards a game. And their big three-point threat with 46 made this season. See, there's a couple of NBA lines, too. We'll talk about that because we've seen it before doing these championship games about how sometimes, especially the boys, like to throw it down deep when they don't have to. And speaking of threes, out of the hands of Zion Gabriel is a 3.
Big-time scorer. She averages 14, the sophomore. So we've started from distance in this game.
That's her 84th three-pointer to lead this Eastside College Prep Panthers team. And we're even at 3. The opening moments of the girls' Division V championship game from the Golden One Center in Sacramento.
Neither team has a big post presence, so we expect this to be a driving, shooting kind of game.
That's a great point. And driving there is Alyssa Maxey. And we've got a turnover. A sloppy play to start. Already the second turnover for Rolling Hills Prep.
Not surprised. Just kind of have to get it out of your system your first trip here. All these freshmen. You don't make your mistakes early. You don't want to make your mistakes late.
But pick up the full court press, trying to force a turnover is Rolling Hills Prep, and they got one on the backcourt violation by Eastside College Prep.
Rolling Hills Prep, they want to rattle you. This is exactly what they want. Just create some chaos so you can get the turnover and bring it back your direction.
Massey, and she turns it over. That is turnover number 3 for Rolling Hills Prep in the opening 2.5 minutes of this girls' Division V championship. And another foul. This is going to be the second on Madison Yamada.
Dee Franklin cuts to the bucket. Nice dish. And we talked about the attack mode that Eastside College Prep plays in. 22-8 this season. They're always going towards the basket. There's not a lot of east-west in this team.
They're out of the Central Coast section. Palo Alto, California, 333 students. And Madison Yamada has to go to the bench with 2 personal fouls. And when you get down to this level of Girls Division V, and I mentioned 333 students, you probably don't have a big pool, and you probably don't have a very deep bench either. You got to get to those, Division 3, 2, and 1 games before the benches become a little bit deeper.
Well, the good news there is you're going to play.
Exactly.
You get out there, you work hard, you're going to have an opportunity. Another turnover.
Tahafe comes up empty on her jump shot. Again, Eastside College Prep extends the defense, and Rihanna Bay is able to knock it out of the grasp there of Macy Pekela.
We have a jump ball, Rolling Hills possession. Correction, Eastside College.
Eastside College Prep has possession of it. That was actually ruled a jump ball. Alternating possession, and a basket there by Nina Temilau, averages 7 points, 6 rebounds a game.
You know, Coach Blatt has been emphasizing this all week. We want to break pressure by attack. We want to break pressure the full court, pass over the top, get to the middle of it, and get to the basket, and that's exactly what the Panthers are able to do on that possession.
Fouls on Dee Dee Franklin of Eastside College Prep. That's going to be her first. As you look at Donovan Blythe, they're the defending Division V state champs, just dressing 8 players and bringing 8 to Sacramento. We were going through the pronunciations, and I had at least 13, 14 players. He said, nope, strike that one. Strike 10, strike 13.
Steve, I think 2 years ago they had 6.
They did, you're right.
Of course, Destiny Graham, one of them, now playing at the University of Arizona, but they were able to make it to the state finals. They lost that year to La Jolla Country Day. But just 6 players in uniform that morning.
And no shame losing to Terry Bamford's La Jolla Country Day Tories. That would have been for 3 out of the hands of Alyssa Maxey. Again, she's their top scorer, averaging 22.5 points per game. And a 3 wing left. No good out of the hands of Zion Gabriel, who has 84 of them after making one early on.
When you think of La Jolla Country Day, you have to start thinking immediately about Kelsey Plum, who has broken every record there is to break on the women's basketball side, playing at UW. So a native of the CIF.
Rihanna Bay with a bucket. That will stretch the lead out to 5 points for Eastside College Prep. 8-3.
2-2-1, full court pressure.
Maxey swings it out to Lauren Suji, a junior.
Maxey needs to get going. When you have a player who averages 23, they're used to having the ball in their hands and shooting and being aggressive.
Foul against Eastside College Prep. And they get Rihanna Bay. It's going to be the first on Bay.
Hard drive. Nice little look off. Trying to grab the ball. But again, both these teams very much in attack mode in creating contact and getting to the free throw line.
Macy Pekela, a freshman, to the free throw line. Talked about no seniors, just 2 upperclassmen for this Rolling Hills Prep team and 6 freshmen. So you got to figure that they'll be in the discussion again to maybe make a return trip in the next couple of years.
Yeah, bodes well for the future, doesn't it?
It does. For that little school out of San Pedro, California, as Maxey misfires, and she just has not been able to get it going here in the first half of this opening quarter.
She has not had good balance on her shots. I'm sure as she just gets a little more comfortable, understands who's matching up with her and what she needs to do. But her production, very, very important.
Nia Stroud is into the ballgame with the foul trouble that Yamada had, and Rolling Hills Prep turns it over one more time. This is a 3 wing left out of the hands of Rihanna Bay. An offensive rebound is grabbed by Temilau, and Eastside College Prep turns it over. It's kind of been the recurring theme here for these 2 defensive-laden teams in this opening quarter. That is short out of the hands of Pekela.
Early shot.
Transition back the other way, and getting back on defense there was Suji to knock it out of bounds. Now some fast break buckets early on for Eastside College Prep has the Panthers out to an 8-3 advantage here over Rolling Hills Prep as they try and win back-to-back championships at the Division V level.
www.marines.com.
Donovan Blythe's team is no stranger to making it to Sacramento and playing for a state championship. We told you they're defending Division V champs, but their 3rd straight trip here to Sacramento.
Last year they beat Village Christian 57-50. They had to make a 12-point comeback to win that game, and their comments afterwards, we had some unfinished business. When you lose the year before, you want to come back and take care of business. And I loved one of the comments from a player. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity until next year. Next year is right now for the Panthers.
Right now for Alyssa Maxey, the freshman, finally getting in the box score.
Beautiful clear out. She takes advantage, keeps the defense just riding on that right side, and just a beautiful job of exploding to the bucket, recognizing there's no rotation. You don't need to pass it off. And without a doubt, they need to get her going.
Second foul on Rihanna Bay. And remember, as they call the jump ball alternating possession, there's only 8 dressed out for Eastside College Prep. And I'm not sure they really want to extend the bench out to 8, but that turned out to be a good timeout for Richard Mason, making a nice adjustment, using the media timeout to make sure number 2 gets more possessions and better looks here. Here's the drive by Nia Stroud, and the rebound collected by Nina Temilau. They've got a chance in transition now.
Stroud, another freshman.
And another foul here in this opening quarter with 2:58 to go.
Dee Franklin at 5'3", the freshman, is so low to the ground. When she does a hard crossover, which she did there, she really draws the contact. But another player was really pushing it, trying to get herself to the rim.
Pakalo, the foul, that's her first. 3-point advantage here in this opening quarter. Girls Division 5 championship game. A great drive, but nothing there for Temilau, the sophomore.
Maxey bringing the ball up.
This is Stroud. Drives with a left-handed dribble and another tie-up. And possession arrow pointing towards Eastside College Prep. We've had 3 of those here in the opening quarter.
You know, we see this so often. A player gets themselves by their defense, but then the help comes. You've got to look for your shot or your pass before you pick up that dribble, and the turnover comes.
And that's going to be another turnover for Eastside College Prep. Zion Gabriel was unable to handle the hot pass. It goes into the front row. Boy, both sides with a half dozen turnovers. This is Maxey ball handling. We're at the Golden One Center, the brand new home of the Sacramento Kings. Just opened in October. This is the first high school state championship game on this floor. And that's going to stay with Rolling Hills Prep.
You can see the focus they have on Maxey. They are down in a stance. They are moving their feet. It's like they're doing defensive drills at practice, which Eastside College Prep starts practice at 5:45 every morning.
And they've got a bus there, from what I understand, because they don't have a facility on campus. It's at an old warehouse not too far away. Foul on the drive there by Macy Pakala.
So this early start is not impacting the Panthers one bit.
No. They had a chance to sleep in today. That's the second on Dee Franklin of Eastside College Prep. So now they have Franklin with 2 personal fouls along with Rihanna Bay. So 2 starters with 2 personals apiece.
Working hard to get the ball and bound it.
Maxey, quick trigger. And a rebound brought down by Dee Franklin.
And if you don't make shots, you can't get your defense set up at 94 feet. You're in transition.
Kayla Tahafe, who averages 15 points, 8 rebounds a game, at 29 points in that regional title game last Saturday. Wears number 5, and they've got it to her on the baseline. She's doubled. 6 to shoot. And the bounce pass inside, picked up, and launching it is Kayla Mahon, and a shot clock violation with 1:22 to go in the first.
Outstanding defense by the Huskies. The ball moved from side to side, came inside, tried to come back out, and they just moved and adjusted and did a great job of helping recovering.
We should mention that Rolling Hills Prep, when you talk about defense, they get after you. 5 times this year they've held an opponent to 10 points or less. And if you peruse their ledger, they beat a league rival, Mary, 58-3 this year.
Yeah, they can rattle your cage a little bit, can't they?
Yes, they can. Here's Maxey coming up on a minute to go. Maxey drives and got bailed out with a foul.
but a wise move from a freshman. When you're driving, just try to get some contact going so you can get to the free throw line. The drive here, some late help, rotating, just trying to stop the choo-choo train coming down the track, and better to just let that one go.
Nina Temilau picks up the personal foul. And we've got a substitution here for Rolling Hills Prep. Our first look at Natalie Valvo, a sophomore, who's not at 100%, planted about 70% after an ankle injury last month. So she'll come in, try and give some valuable minutes to the Huskies here in this opening quarter.
I think one thing we know already, hitting free throws, big key in this ball game. 1-point
game after Eastside College Prep got out to a 5-point advantage at 8-3. Mahon handling. Gabriel kicked out, and a 3 in the corner is short out of the hands of Dee Dee Franklin, but an offensive rebound and count it. And that is Temilau, the sophomore, with a bucket.
Eastside College Prep, a team that moves the ball well. They are confident in taking threes, and when you miss long shots, it creates opportunities like this. Because you've been shooting with your teammates all season long, you're accustomed to where that ball's coming off the rim, off the misses. Did a nice job of tracking it down and getting a second opportunity.
Well, here's the sophomore Temilau, and came up short, but there's a whistle as it goes out of bounds. 36.2 to go. It's a great pass underneath off the rebound by Tahafe, who's not scoring but averages almost 6 assists a game. Maxey will try the 3 from the corner left, and Tahafe has another rebound.
Important that Maxey stays aggressive and doesn't start settling for threes.
Mahon is fouled on the drive right into the paint. Something came off of somebody somewhere, and down is Kayla Mahon.
She got ball. She landed right on the basketball when she fell.
Alyssa Maxey is called for the personal foul. That's going to be the first on Alyssa.
Now entering the game, number 24, Kai Nickerson.
Kai Nickerson comes back in for Rolling Hills Prep. And another Eastside College Prep turnover.
Well, if you're going to turn it over, it's best that it goes flying out of bounds. So you have an opportunity to set your defense, and you're not in transition.
Already the 8th turnover of this opening half for Donovan Blythe's team, or opening quarter, rather.
Exactly what Rolling Hills wants to do to you.
Kayla. Good pass inside out of the hands of Valvo, but it goes off of her teammate out of bounds. And turnover number 7 of the first quarter for Rolling Hills Prep.
Tough pass coming from the high side when the cut's from high to low. Nice pass.
Inbound to Mahon, kick it out, a 3 set up and launched and good out of the hands of Zion Gabriel. She's got a couple already. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Big 3 right there by Zion Gabriel stretches out the lead to a half dozen for Eastside College Prep. The defending Division V champs have a 6-point lead after 1 quarter play of this girls Division V championship game from the Golden One Center in Sacramento. Girls Division V California State Championship game has the defending champs Eastside College Prep out in front by 6. This happens to be, Mary, 1 versus 2 in the state of California. Couldn't have scripted it any better in Girls Division V, according to Cal High Sports.
Well, Rolling Hills Prep beat Belle Jeff 68-56 to get here. Eastside College Prep beat Woodside Priori 66-58 to get here, hitting a lot of big free throws down the stretch. So
well, the interesting thing was Rolling Hills Prep was actually the 5 seed in the South, so they did a nice job advancing through the bracket, some of the games that you spoke of, to get all the way here to a championship game for the first time ever. It's their first title game appearance, as Lauren Suji has her first bucket of the game.
The junior averages 7 a game. But great coming out after that first quarter to start the second and get something going on the offensive end.
You know who hasn't scored yet is Tahafe. And they might not need her if Zion Gabriel's making threes like that in the corner, already her third of this basketball game.
This is a team that practices taking and making threes, and they're incredibly confident in their drive and kick.
Rolling Hills Prep shot just 22% in that opening quarter.
Mixing it up, 2-3 zone out of Eastside College Prep.
And turnover number 8 for Rolling Hills Prep, and then turning it right back over was Eastside College Prep, and then Rolling Hills Prep turned it over. So you had three turnovers right there.
Good accounting.
Thank you. Even Price Waterhouse Coopers couldn't have done it as good as I did right there. Under 7 to go here in the second quarter. Tahafe will inbound. Zion Gabriel is the leading scorer with 9 points for Eastside College Prep. She's got 9 of their 16. Foul on the drive and count it. Give the bucket to Tahafe, and that's going to be her first of the basketball game.
Now, you mentioned she hadn't scored, so nice job of squaring up the defense, figuring out what direction they want to go, and go opposite. Here, catches Maxie leaning the other way. Nice drive, leg rotation into help.
And she's able to complete the three-point play. Second personal on Maxie, the team leader for Rolling Hills Prep. Keep her eye on that one.
You say College Prep likes to mix and match their defenses. They're going to give you a lot of different looks. So for this very young Rolling Hills team, you just have to really stay focused on what is open and what they're trying to do to you.
The air ball out of the hands of Nia Stroud, the freshman who averages 6 points per game. That came from the corner left. And we got a whistle and yet another foul. A foul starting to mount for both these teams.
Over the back, on the back side, looking for a rebound, I think, is Nickerson.
If it's Nickerson, that's going to be her second. Yep, that is Kai Nickerson's second. 11-2 scoring run here for Eastside College Prep. They've hit their last 4 field goal attempts.
Boy, it's tough when you're on the floor and you feel like as soon as you get on the floor, you get another foul. It just gets in your head and it can just completely take you out.
This sends Zion Gabriel, a sophomore. She is Kayla Mahon's stepsister. So there's some folks related to one another. Some of these young ladies on the floor here.
Lane violation and it'll wipe out the free throw. Boy, you hate to take points off the board in a state final.
Big break, though, for Rolling Hills Prep, who's now in chasing mode. They're down 10, the largest deficit that the Huskies have faced so far in this game. And that Eastside College Prep defense is relentless. And in transition, nothing there. Missed shot by Dee Dee Franklin, but they get it back.
You could see Gabriel starting to line it up, couldn't you?
Yep. Tahafe.
She is just planted in the three-point position.
And once Tahafe gets going, forget about it for Rolling Hills Prep. And Tahafe now has 2 buckets here in the corner. Richard Mason thinking the same thing right now that I am. Got to get this team under control. They're down a dozen now with 5:41 to go.
And you mentioned it. Tahafe, swing it in attack mode, just shreds the interior of this defense and goes right to the bucket. So powerful. Takes that foul and it just falls right off for so much strength.
Tahafe's got 5.
8-2 run by Eastside College Prep.
12-point advantage. This is not shaping up for Rolling Hills Prep like their other defensive efforts this year. When talked about 5 times this year, they've held an opponent to 10 points or less. They won a game in February 58-3. I won't even tell you who they played. I made sure that, but I didn't even write it down. I don't even want to know.
The fans are getting fired up.
But Rolling Hills Prep hasn't lost since December the 20th. That day, they closed business at 3-3. Probably weren't feeling too good about themselves, but the Huskies have won 29 straight since, but they're in a 12-point hole right now here in the second quarter.
You can't try to get it all back with 1 or 2 shots. It really starts with taking care of the basketball, getting great looks. Part of that's recognizing this defense. I mean, it's a zone, but it is playing a whole lot like man-to-man.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
That might help if Maxey can hit it. Misfires off the front of the rim. Tahafe has another board. She races down the floor, splits the double team. Can't score. Great offensive rebound. But the stick back by Kiki Humphrey won't go. This is Pakela. And a three on the way from Suji. Won't get the friendly bounce. Maxey trying to corral that offensive rebound, and we have a tie-up.
Jump ball.
And Eastside College Prep will get it.
Rolling Hills Prep just 1 of 5 from three-point range, and you got to keep that pretty even because Eastside College Prep is really doing a great job. They're 3 of 5 lining up the three ball. Gabriel hitting all 3 of those.
Into the corner, spotting up for a three, wing right. It's good by Gabriel, and that is her 4th 3 of this basketball game.
When you walk into an NBA arena, and we're still 4.5 minutes from halftime, and you've made 4 3-pointers, that's impressive. And they've been from different spots every time.
Yep, she hasn't gotten comfortable in one spot, and 5 threes for Zion Gabriel.
She is on fire.
She came in as their team leader with 83, tack on 5 more.
5 of 7 from 3, the push ahead. Does a beautiful job of in transition, just finding a corner. Her teammates find her, line it up, and let it go. For Rolling Hills Prep, transition D, you cannot run to the paint and then try to react back out. You've got to find Gabriel in transition.
She has a team leading 15 on 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. And it is a 27-9 lead for Eastside College Prep, a 19-2 run, Mary, for the defending Division 5 state champs.
Gabriel averages 14 a game. She already has 15, and we're 4 minutes and 23 seconds to halftime. That's burning up.
Eastside College Prep with the big lead. The Huskies of Rolling Hills Prep, whose boys play after this, got to start setting some mini goals to get back into this thing. Been a while since they had a bucket. They'll try a 3 there. Pakela maybe with a simple answer early on.
I love it. You've got to get some production from 3. Shot that thing comfortably coming out of the timeout.
Pakela can score. She averages 16 a game. They want another, and they got it. This time it's Mahon instead of Gabriel with a 3.
This is a team that does such a good job of driving and dishing back and finding their shooters. Their comfort level taking the 3 is so impressive.
Back to an 18-point lead. Maxey with a rainbow 3. Nickerson the offensive rebound.
Playing out on the floor with those 2 personal fouls.
Maxey with a crossover dribble. A drive, and Yamada is fouled. And that'll take us to a break. What a stretch of basketball to open the second quarter by Eastside College Prep. In particular, Zion Gabriel and Kayla Mahon. And we'll wait for the break here while Madison Yamada goes to the free throw line. Misses the first, and it is Mina Temilau who will come in.
For the Panthers now in number 4, Mina Temilau.
Yamada missed them both. And that goes out of bounds. And now it's time for us to go to the break. 30-12, an 18-point advantage for the defending Division 5 champs. We're back to Sacramento after this. $18-point lead for Eastside College Prep here. Second quarter of the girls' Division 5 state championship game, and 5 3-pointers made by Zion Gabriel. The record, by the way, in Division 5 is 6 threes by Mary Mott of Mission Prep out of San Luis Obispo. That was back in 1996. We might have some history here in this basketball game.
Yeah, it feels very doable, doesn't it?
It does. Still got 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. That was Suji with a miss, but an offensive rebound for Rolling Hills Prep. And another missed three, Pekela. Boy, where's Pekela in those 9 steals? Rolling Hills Prep needs each and every one of them here today.
Yeah, they need those steals because they need to get in transition and get some easy baskets.
Temilau.
Guess who?
Yep, looking for that record. Kahafe in the corner. She's open. Zion Gabriel with just her 3rd miss from 3. Are they going to get anyone to guard her out there?
Well, it's a good sign for Rolling Hills Prep that she finally missed one.
Maxey lost it. Turnover. And this is Gabriel attacking. And double dribble.
And really a drive to nowhere. Nice job defensively by Maxey. She just kind of shut the door on it. You need to just back that thing out. Wait for your trailers.
Well, the interesting thing, Mary, is both teams have 10 turnovers apiece. However, Eastside College Prep has parlayed those 10 turnovers into 12 points. And for Rolling Hills Prep, they can't get the offense going off of turnovers. They have 4 points off of turnovers. That's it.
And they average 20 points a game off the turnovers they force. So you can see that's how your team is built. That's how you got yourself to the state final. They need to find that magic.
And Lauren Suji banged it off the far part of the iron and then got a little help as it goes through for 3. Loose ball and a foul. It's going to go against Eastside College Prep, and they're going to get Kiki Humphrey, it would appear, sophomore. Yep. That'll be her first, and we'll have a 1-and-1 coming back the other way.
I was on number 14, Kiki Humphrey.
Certainly expect Coach Blythe at halftime to talk to his team about the turnovers and all the opportunities missed by just giving the ball right back. His changes in the defense have certainly affected Rolling Hills Prep. They have not been able to get their offensive game going.
Both teams are now in the bonus. Got to hit your free throws, too, when you're chasing as many points as you are. Temilau, good no-look pass inside, but not able to make it was Humphrey. And on the second chance opportunity, it's Humphrey eventually.
And when you're behind, the last thing you can allow is second chance points. You got to secure those rebounds. Give yourself a chance going the other way. Glad
you said second chance points, because it is 11-0 in the second chance points column in favor of Eastside College Prep. Floater in the lane, no good out of the hands of Yamada.
Nice steal.
And a foul on that steal there by Yamada.
And that's what Rolling Hills Prep is looking for. Those steals off their pressure and then get to the bucket or get to the free throw line.
Foul was on number 11 of Eastside College. Zion Gabriel at the free throw line. Number 21,
Zion Gabriel here
Yamada.
with the foul, and Yamada to the free throw line.
Really started the scoring off by knocking down that 3 early. Looked comfortable. They haven't been able to get the three-point magic going since.
How about 2 of 9 from the free throw line for Richard Mason's team? Remember, he used to coach the Carson boys and the Jordan boys. This is his 3rd season at Rolling Hills Prep. Seems to be a formula, because in the game after, we're going to see Harvey Katani coaching the Rolling Hills Prep boys team. And, of course, he spent 35 years winning LA City section championships at Fairfax and a state championship, 2 state championships, actually.
Well, they give a lot of props to their athletic director, who was able to get these 2 terrific coaches to work with their program.
It was a great get. In the case of Katani, he's familiar with the school because he had 2 boys that went there. Now they both go to UCLA.
Foul was on number 14, Kiki Humphrey.
Kiki Humphrey, that's her second.
The boys watching and learning and thinking. What's not going well? What is going well? What are we going to need to do when we take the floor at noon?
3 of 11 now at the free throw line after Macy Pekela makes the first.
So when you initiate contact and force the other team to foul, you've got to take advantage. You've done a good thing. The payoff is made free throws.
And another miss. Their 9th miss at the free throw line. 17-point game for the defending state champs. They're in the lead. Drive, and that ball is stripped out of the hands of Kayla Mahan.
Great hands by Yamada, creating the turnover. Now come down, you need some points. Head into the locker room. Give your team a lift.
Good bounce pass inside, but Temilau knocked it out of bounds. And we get a whistle, and we're going to have another foul here in this first half. And they're going to get Mina Temilau. It's going to be her second.
Number 4, Mina Temilau.
Looked like it was clean up top, but got her down low with the push. But again, opportunity just continuing to present itself at the free throw line.
Abby Sereno now, one of the captains who averages 2.5 points per game, gets a chance here, the junior at the free throw line, and they have missed 10 here from the charity stripe in the opening half. And Zion Gabriel comes back in.
Number 11, Zion
Well, you can make
Gabriel.
5 of those, 7 of those, and
Yeah.
it's a 10-point ball game. It just makes a huge impact on this game.
18 has been the biggest lead for Eastside College Prep. Rolling Hills Prep had the early lead at 3-0 just a few seconds into the basketball game.
But the challenge of digging yourself a huge hole, you've got to do twice as much work in the second half.
And that jumper is up and good out of the hands of Jillian David. The sophomore averages 1 point per game and has the closing bucket, the exclamation point, if you will, for Eastside College Prep here in the first half. The girls Division V championship game. It is back to an 18-point advantage for Eastside College Prep out of Palo Alto, led by 15 from Zion Gabriel on 5 of 8 threes. Let's check in with Drew. Drew?
What do you like most about the way you guys played in the first half?
I like the way we're pushing the basketball. We just have to keep pushing it.
I guess the one thing that you could want to correct here are the turnovers. 11 here in the first half. What do you got to do to clean that up?
Protect the ball. Got to make better decisions.
Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Drew, thank you very much. How about this? An 18-point lead for Eastside College Prep, and their top player we featured in our open. Tahafe only has 5 points. The heck with the 11 turnovers. They have buried 6 3-pointers. They're holding Rolling Hills Prep to 25% from the floor, defending champs by 18. Sacramento, you're looking at the Tower Bridge, not too far from where Mary Murphy and I are, here inside the Golden One Center, the new home of the Sacramento Kings. Eastside College Prep by 18 at the half here at the girls Division V state title game, and the Panthers are looking to go back-to-back here at Division V. And let's talk about the stars that we have seen already in girls high school basketball the last few years.
Mentioned as a National Player of the Year candidate, Katie Lou Samuelson, of course, her 2 sisters went to Stanford. Lighten it up from distance for UConn, and then Odom at Duke. Duke was knocked out last weekend against Oregon. Boy, you could go up and down. There is a long list of great players now playing on the D1, D2, D3 level, all playing here at the CIF Finals.
What will be in store this year? This is game 1 of 12 this weekend here at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, new home of the Sacramento Kings. Division V to start things, Panthers in command.
Welcome back to Sacramento. We're at the Golden One Center. Eastside Prep in complete control right now. They lead 34-16 over Rolling Hills Prep. This is just the first game of 6 today. And then, of course, we got 6 more tomorrow. The state championships. It's a complete full slate of games, and you're here. This is your one-stop shop. And coming up after this one, the boys Division V final, Rolling Hills takes on St. Francis. Girls Division III, Rosary Academy versus Camp Lindo. And then in the second half of the games, Villa Park taking on Mission, Windward McClatchy. And the boys Division I game tonight at 8 o'clock, Roosevelt versus James Logan. So 6 games today and 6 more tomorrow. It starts off with Los Osos versus West Campus. In the boys Division IV, Helix versus St. Patrick St. Vincent. And Mater Dei, a powerhouse, taking on Vanden in the girls Division II championship. In the final 3 games, Esperanza versus Moreau Catholic in the Girls Open. That is number 1 Midi versus number 2 Clovis West. That is one you definitely don't want to miss. And then to cap it off, the Boys Open Division, Bishop Montgomery, who knocked off Chino Hills, the Ball brothers, Leangelo and LaMelo. They will take on Wood Creek. It's going to be a action-packed weekend here in Sacramento. And right now, we are at the half of the first of 12 games. Zion Gabriel with 15 points. Rolling Hills Prep, they got a lot of work to do if they want to win this one.
Back in Sacramento, where again they are gracious hosts for the CIF State Basketball Championships. Game 1 of 12 this weekend. It is Friday morning here in the state capitol. Back alongside Mary Murphy, I'm Steve Quist. Welcome inside the shiny new home of the Kings, the Golden One Center, which is fantastic. And here in this game, christening the state championships on this floor so far, the defending state champs have an 18-point lead, and Rolling Hills Prep, Mary, has a lot of work to do here in the second half.
They do, and the defending champs are playing like champs. They're doing a great job. And part of the problem for Rolling Hills Prep is they just can't score enough. Their leading scorer just 4 points, Alyssa Maxey. And then from distance, Macy Pekela knocks one down. But again, those two, much more of a 1-2 punch. But the three-point shooting of Gabriel has just been electrifying. From distance, on the left side, on the right side, in transition, offsets. She has been the difference.
Zion Gabriel has 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting from beyond the arc. Do the math there. She has almost outscored Rolling Hills Prep by herself. So you take out the rest of her teammates, it would be a 1-point game. Rolling Hills Prep would lead Zion Gabriel 16-15 right now. Instead, Rolling Hills Prep is down 18. This girls' Division 5 state championship game to get the festivities this weekend in the state capitol off. Game 1 of 12. Gabriel so far has been the MVP of this tournament. It is the defending champs up big. Just about ready to start the third quarter of play. This girls' Division 5 state championship game here at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. Alongside Mary Murphy, I'm Steve Quist, and it is Rolling Hills Prep with the opening possession of the third quarter of play. The Huskies come in at 32-3. They haven't lost since December the 20th, and that day they were 3-3. They've won 29 straight since, but they're chasing 18, their biggest deficit of the game.
Oh boy, to start this third quarter, you'd love to come out and just score and make a statement that we're going to get ourselves right back into it.
But they need to make some sort of a run, and quite frankly, they haven't had any run yet here in the basketball game. And that might start one here. Maybe Madison Yamada's 3 right there will spark something.
Oh, that's how she started the game from the left side. Get a steal.
They got a steal. Oh, back-to-back threes would have been a great start for Yamada. Would have erased a third of the deficit.
And the problem on those long misses is it creates long rebounds that Eastside College Prep's been able to run out on.
Here's the hero of the first half, Zion Gabriel. We'll see how they defend her. Now they got 2 on her to get that ball out of her hands and make it uncomfortable. Good pass underneath, though. And that is Tahafe getting it into D.D. Franklin. Tahafe had 5 assists in that first half.
A team that wants to trap and just commit so much defense to the ball side. Keep your head up. Beautiful pass inside.
Tahafe averages almost 6 assists a game, 176 assists now on the season.
It's a very impressive number.
54% shooter, too, that can block. And a block out there by Temilau, who's got a rebound. And for the record for threes in a Division 5 game, at least to tie it right there, but not good, Gabriel. Eastside College Prep out-rebounded Rolling Hills Prep by 10 in that first half. In transition, that bucket is up and good out of the hands of D.D. Franklin.
Part of the damage with those rebounds were the second chance points, plus 10 to the Panthers. Three
is up by Yamada. No. some gyms in this tournament, that probably falls. Not here in the new home of the Kings. Trying to run it down to the corner and keeping it alive is Dee Dee Franklin. She winds up turning it over.
There's some opportunities here for Rolling Hills Prep, but they've got to come down and convert. Nice attack there. No foul. Going the other way.
And there it is. A half dozen threes by Gabriel to tie a record that has stood since 1996.
She is running her lane hard. She gets to her spot, and her teammates getting the ball to her early. She's ready to go, and she is just putting on an amazing shooting show.
18 points for Gabriel. Let's go back and revisit that last three.
Tahafe ignites this with the pass from midcourt. Look at the angle, right into her passing motion. And just a beautiful how to receive the ball, get your feet set, and the bench says yes.
Here's Maxie. Very quiet first half for Maxie along with the rest of her teammates. And she had 4 points. And there's a bucket by Maxie to give her half dozen. And a travel on Eastside College Prep, so chance for Rolling Hills Prep now to cut back into the lead. Down 20.
In the win over Beljeff to get here, Maxie, 34 points, 10 rebounds. She needs to have a spectacular second half if her team's going to win.
Maxie tries the three straight away. This fires off the front of the rim. Here's Bay, who was saddled with 2 personal fouls in the first half. Didn't see a lot of time on the floor. And for the record, well, she'll get to shoot 3, it would appear. Wow.
Well, you've got to make the adjustment. So you start flying out at her, and you foul her. And now the next move for her is the ball fake, wait for the flyby, knock down the 3, or put the ball on the floor.
Number 11, Zion Gabriel.
There's Gabriel. Mary Mott had 6 threes. That was all the way back in 1996.
Saw Candace Wiggins on that list.
That is the overall state record as well. Not only the Division 5 record, but the championship game record. Mary Mott went to Mission Prep for San Luis Obispo.
Kelsey Plum, Candace Wiggins.
Wow. Mom and Dad at home, you need to take a snapshot of that.
Yeah, no
right
kidding. Now. And I don't think she's done. We have 4.5 left in this quarter. But then how do you miss 3 free throws?
Yeah, that's true. And that comes up short out of the hands of Nia Stroud, a freshman. Biggest lead of the game has been 22 by Eastside College Prep, comfortably settling into a 20-point advantage here, almost halfway home in the third quarter.
What's impressive is how many of those threes were off transition and not off set offense.
That's a really good point. Tahafe drives with 7 to go on the shot clock. For the record, hangs it off the front of the rim. They got an offensive rebound. Here's Bay. And another offensive rebound by Temilau, and it's taken away. And in transition, scoring is Maxie.
Now you feel a little more like yourself. The steal and the push and the finish.
Tahafe bounces it low post to Dee Dee Franklin.
Boy, she's a powerful passer.
Tahafe looking inside, wants another assist, and Temilau gets fouled. Tahafe has 7 assists in the basketball game.
The Eastside College Prep does such a nice job of moving the basketball without a true post player. You know, it just spreads this defense further and further out, and it's opening up those passing lanes for Tahafe.
But Kayla picked up the personal foul. That is her second. Temilau averages 7 points, 6 rebounds a game, just a sophomore. And a substitution. Aubrey Sereno will come in, a junior. One of the captains of this team. Team that went 32-3. They're out of the southern section, San Pedro, California. 236 students at Rolling Hills Prep. 6th through 12th grade. They could use every one of them right now to try and stem what this Eastside College prep team has been able to do in the early going. A 20-point advantage for the Panthers out of the north. Eastside College Prep is the defending Division V state champs. They're playing in their 3rd straight Division V championship game on 3 different floors. And last year, they played in the Division V final against Village Christian. And Aaliyah Bell and Kayla Tahafe led the way as the Panthers won the Division V girls title game 57-50 over Village Christian. And Bella Jr. is not here and not in uniform today.
We talked about it earlier in that game. A 12-point deficit for the Panthers, able to come back. And they had unfinished business. But to be able to maintain your focus from a championship to try to build for another one, really impressive. And experience is carrying the day so far.
They get another steal and have a chance at more points. That's a great drive and a bucket there by Dee Franklin, who scores only 4 a game.
But if the defense doesn't stop you, she just kept hunting shots.
Back up to a 22-point advantage, matching the biggest of the morning for Eastside College Prep. And a 3 there by Nia Stroud, who averages 6 points a game. She's just a freshman, one of 5 freshmen dressed and ready to play for Richard Mason today.
Well, they start 3 freshmen, and to come to a stage this big against an experienced team that is on their 3rd trip, certainly you're feeling what that experience has been like for these freshmen. Not a good start. You dig yourself a big hole, and it's very difficult to pull yourself out of the hole against the former champs.
And there it is, the record. Zion Gabriel with 7 threes. No girl has ever had more in a state championship game.
We need to find out what the most a boy has had.
That might be that's a good point. It might be the state record for any gender.
I mean,
good call.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to imagine anyone shooting the ball better than she has so far today.
And here's the record-breaking 3, the 7th in this basketball game.
Again, the drive, the little kick out. And you can see how ready she is every time. The fans here saying, oh yeah. We've been watching this all season long.
I wonder if Steph Curry's ever had 7 in this building. I'm sure he's been in here a couple of times. And Gabriel's having a fantastic basketball game with 22 points now. First made free throw. That's the funny, you pointed this out. She's made 7 threes, but that was her first 3-point make. She's 1 of 4, or first free throw make. She's 1 of 4.
They fouled her on a 3-point shot, and she missed all 3 of them. Just not far enough away.
Maybe she needs to back up. I mean, you can shoot the free throw anywhere you want, right? Shoot it from the 3-point line.
Full court pressure by the Panthers.
Well, they're looking to put the dagger and a reach-in foul here.
Nice job by Maxie. You don't close that trap, you get a foot through it, they're going to have to foul you. She's got the strength.
Dee Hamilton with a foul.
I love the junior talking to the freshman. Listen, Dee, this is what needs to be happening out there.
Yeah, it looks as if the most threes ever made in a game is Klay Thompson. Santa Margarita, 2008, the Division III championship game. He made 7, so good call, Mary. She makes
Klay
1
Thompson.
more. Yeah.
Come on now.
Now look,
That's
so
awesome.
you're already above Candace Wiggins and Kelsey Plum. And now you're going to move past Klay Thompson. I'm not kidding you. There's a good chance it's an arena record, for goodness sakes. How cool would that be for the young kid?
7 of 12, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
Foul was on number 5.
Talk about having the game of your life. It turns into a game of the ages.
Yeah.
It's the 10 o'clock game on Friday. Can you top this the rest of the day and into tomorrow?
That's going to be a turnover for Eastside College Prep. That'll be their 17th. No, check it. Rolling Hills Prep, they're 13th. So Eastside College Prep has survived 17 turnovers themselves. Not too many times you look at a score like this and The team out in front by more than 20 points has turned it over 17 times.
But when you do the math, the impact of the three-point shot and the free throws and the second chance points, the math isn't good for Rolling Hills Prep.
Tahafe has 7 after making that basket.
She is just so solid and understands her teammates hot. Get her the ball.
And the 3 stuck right there by Nia Stroud, the freshman.
Stroud has come in and done some really good things here in the third quarter. She averages 6 a game. She has 6 this quarter.
And off the mark right there is Gabriel. 1 more, and it'll be the state record for either gender. 3s made in a game.
But Tahafe, again, understands her teammate's hot. She's just putting on a show. You drive and the little pitch back.
An easy look here for Stroud and can't get it to go down. Fighting hard for the rebound and another tie-up with 23.7 to go in the third.
Can't be casual on that shot. You got to come strong on that power slide. Use the backboard.
Not going well for Richard Mason's team. He's in his 3rd season. Some of the numbers they've had defending, though, this year, they beat one team 86-8, we mentioned. They beat another team 78-6, won 69-17, won 66-7. Then that 58-3 game we talked about, 77-10. And 8 threes. A California State Championship record, and there's still a quarter to go. And it doesn't matter, boys or girls, that's the most ever made by any human being in a California State Championship game. Zion Gabriel, what a morning for you, young lady, here in Sacramento. Big lead for Eastside College Prep as we go to the 4th.
Hyundai Sportsnet Central, every night at 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Back to start the 4th quarter play. California State Championship game record 8 threes for Zion Gabriel. Whether it's a boy or a girl, any gender, could very well be an arena record when it's all said and done. Nia Stroud has another 3. But it's academic at this point, 55-32, Eastside College Prep.
Freshman, 3 of 6 from 3. Stroud, big impact, getting it going for her team. But boy, at the end of this game, I would say Gabriel's parents might want to get some copies of this, frame it.
26 points. Klay Thompson had 7 with Santa Margarita here in 2008.
And maybe take a picture of that, because you're on camera with a graphic that says Klay Thompson, and you shot the ball better than he did.
We are efforting to look at the arena record. I know, look, it's kind of silly because the place has only been open since October, but I'd love to put her on top of like Steph Curry.
Might be Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson as well, yeah. That'd be kind of cute. Maxey, remember she averages 22 points a game. She's got the 3 there. First in double figures for Rolling Hills Prep at 11.
That's the most comfortable we've seen Maxey shoot the ball in this game. On that baseline, in the corner, feet set, great balance, let it fly. And I like the freshman. You've had a tough game so far, but you just have to keep playing. You're pretty sure with all the freshmen on this team, you're going to be back here.
Yep.
But, boy, you want to battle to the finish line.
Coach Mason loves the talented freshman Maxey in the regional final. 34 points, 10 rebounds. It's been a struggle to get to 11 on 4 of 11 shooting. And a miss by Gabriel. She's now 8 of 15 on 3s.
She does a really nice job running off of screens and just buying herself some time to get her feet set. But again, what a superb job by her teammates, getting her the ball in stride, in rhythm. That's half the game right there for a shooter.
Now has 91 threes on the season. Like 10% of her threes for the season have come in this game. It's been quite impressive. Tahafe, double team.
And she's totally taken the pressure off the rest of her teammates.
Mahon out of bounds, and it's going to be Eastside College Prep basketball. Yep. They're out of the Central Coast section. Palo Alto, they lost twice in the Central Coast section Open Division playoffs, but of course got into Division 5.
And boy, they are just all business, aren't they?
They are.
There is no celebration till that final horn.
Three-time Division 5 NorCal regional champs, done it 3 years in a row. And trying to be back-to-back state champs and ruin the potential great day that Rolling Hills Prep might have had with the boys and girls both winning a CIF championship on the same day. You know, Sierra Canyon did that not too long ago, a couple of years ago at Haas Pavilion. I remember Chaminade doing it too at Sleep Train Arena. Mater Dei's done it, Middy's done it. Pretty select company. Doesn't look like Rolling Hills Prep's gonna be able to say they've done it.
And I understand 8 made threes is an arena record.
Nice. See, I knew it. I knew it.
NBA games are so much longer than high school games.
Tahafe drives and nearly got it stolen away by Yamada. And shot clock violation, but we play on. Here's Maxey with her 11 points, halfway to her average, drives in, nothing there. Rebound to Tahafe. Tahafe has 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in 27 minutes on the floor. And completely overshadowed by Zion Gabriel, who's got an arena record 8 threes.
But Gabriel doesn't get that record unless her teammates know where she is and get her the ball. And they have done a terrific job, almost like a pro-style offense, of recognizing who the hot player is. This isn't equal opportunity. You got someone who's hot, who's scoring like that, get him the ball.
Maxey guarded by Tahafe. Coming up on 5 to go.
Tahafe's done a great job shutting Maxey down.
Fighting through a screen there to pick her up defensively. Michaela hits the deck hard, and a foul is called.
And the foul trouble that really it seemed like it was going to be problematic for both teams hasn't developed so much. Nice crossover here. Take it right into the guts of the defense, and 9 times out of 10, that's going to get you to the free throw line.
Michaela, 16 points per game, 9 steals, and Bay just picked up her 4th personal.
Franklin and Humphrey now back in the ballgame for Eastside College. 30-second.
We got a 30-second timeout called by Rolling Hills Prep. It'll come just prior to the media timeout.
You know, you've talked a lot about this, but the 10 missed free throws by Rolling Hills Prep, you add 10 or 8 to this, and this is a ball game. Those missed opportunities, most of them in the first half, really set them back. They weren't able to sort of counterbalance that three-point barrage.
The Rolling Hills Prep ladies won't get it done. They're going to be 32-4 after this one, but the boys will get an opportunity under Harvey Katani for Rolling Hills against St. Francis. That's St. Francis of Watsonville. The school's only been open about 11 years. And that little farming community in Watsonville. 4:53 to go in regulation. This girls Division 5 state championship game, and Eastside College Prep going to be back-to-back state champs. Talked about them having to do it on 3 different floors. 2 years ago, they lost to La Jolla Country Day at Haas Pavilion in Berkeley. Won last year at Sleep Train Arena, and here at the Golden One Center have extended their lead even more as Kayla Mahon hits what amounts to the 10th three of the game for Eastside College Prep.
10 of 22. 30 of their 58 points have come from three-point range. Impressive.
And look at them still go, you know, not letting up even with a 58-36 lead.
You're in a new NBA arena. You've never played here. You've never practiced here. You come out, what do they give them, a half an hour to get ready?
Exactly.
20 minutes to get ready, and you put on a performance like that from distance.
That's a great point. Yeah, you only get 20 minutes to shoot ahead of time. They were having a coaches and players meeting at like 9:35. The previous high for three-pointers made in this arena, Bradley Beal of the Washington Wizards had made 5. So talk about shattering the record. Another 3. Their 11th of the game. Mahon now saying, well, hold on, Gabriel. I want part of this arena record.
It is raining like crazy outside, and it is raining threes inside from the team from East Palo Alto.
Good backdoor cut. Mahon has 3 threes herself. She's 3 of 4. And Bradley Beal of the Washington Wizards, March 10th, 2017, so not too long ago. It's been all Zion Gabriel today with 8 threes in this one. Eastside College Prep will defend their title. Well, Eastside College Prep has come a long way since back-to-back losses in the Central Coast Section Open Division playoffs to Sacred Heart Cathedral and St. Ignatius on the 24th and 28th of February. They're about ready to run off what would be their 5th win in a row and lay claim to their 2nd consecutive state championship at the Division 5 level.
Great shot at Gabriel on the bench. Then I just did this then, and the shot went in, and I just kept shooting it.
And a 2 inside by Jillian David, the sophomore off the bench, has 2 made buckets. And that 3 is short by Stroud, and a foul on the offensive rebound on the putback.
Not a lot of subs on that bench for Eastside College Prep, but giving Gabriel a rest.
Only 8 dressed and traveled, which is 2 more, we believe, than they had 2 years ago against La Jolla Country Day when they lost, and that was a tight game, if I remember. I think it was only a 4-point game to Country Day back at Haas Pavilion. That would have been in 2015. Yeah, it was a 4-point game, 40-36.
I love Bay's comments about the size of their team. There's only a little bit of us, so we're a small, happy family. But what it really speaks to is the importance of a good start on both ends of the floor. Just keep it even. Because playing catch-up on this stage against a team that's shooting the ball well, very, very difficult to get yourself back in the ball game.
Humphrey got 2 offensive rebounds there on that sequence, and now will find herself at the free throw line. Kiki Humphrey, a sophomore, has got a couple of years left. Well, Kiki Humphrey could wind up winning 4 state championships. Some of these ladies could go all Stanley Johnson on it.
That's a great point. Again, no seniors on either one of these teams. The 3rd straight appearance in the state finals by Eastside College Prep. Hey, maybe every program in the state should practice at 5:45 in the morning if this is the result.
Rolling Hills, no field goals made in the last 4.5 minutes. That's not a good 4th quarter. Loose ball. We've got another tie-up.
It's a lot of emotion to deal with, though. You come in with such high hopes. You're so young. You're just in 9th grade. 3 starters are freshmen. And you get off to the poor start, and it's discouraging. You just can't get yourself back into a ball game.
They were the 5 seed in the South, first title game appearance. Playing the Coastal League where they went 12-0. Played some amazing defense, and they'll be back in the discussion next year. They're going to suffer their first loss with Rolling Hills Prep since December the 20th. So their first defeat in the 2017 calendar year as we play here in the final 7 or 8 days of March.
But roll it back 2 years, and you're Eastside College Prep, and you lose to La Jolla Country Day. And what do you say on that day? We're getting back here. We're going to get back to work. This is going to be a team that's full of sophomores and juniors, and they're going to just work very, very hard to get back here and give themselves another chance at this next season.
Now that's a great point. Rolling Hills Prep should keep their head up high, thinking what might be in the next few years. They've got a SoCal Regional Championship.
But when's the last time you saw a team with 5 freshmen in the rotation of your top 6 make it to the state finals. It's an unbelievable accomplishment.
And Macy Pacala with a 3.
A freshman, Maxie, a freshman, Yamada, a freshman. Tahafe will sit. What a leader.
And what a game by Tahafe. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Normally scores 15 a game.
Again, her comments after winning last year, once in a lifetime opportunity until next year. I would say she'd probably say the same thing after this game.
They are less than 90 seconds away from back-to-back Division V state championships. And a travel. And Rolling Hills Prep will have another opportunity. Their boys will get an opportunity coming up at noon, about 90 minutes from now. Oh, no, 30 minutes from now.
90?
Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Great job by that coach this season with all these youngsters. You're new to high school, you're new to college, to high school basketball, and you get yourself to Sacramento.
I want to let everybody know that after the game, there'll be
Eastside College Prep will have it 107 away from back-to-back Division V state championships. Led by that young lady, Zion Gabriel, a sophomore, still has 2 years to go. And an arena record 8 threes, a state championship record 8 threes for either gender.
Appreciate Coach Blythe sort of clearing his bench and just let everyone experience being on the floor to win a championship.
And we actually do have an amendment to the record, but it's actually cooler than what I had told you before, as there's a foul on Kiki Humphrey. We talked about the arena record, right? Well, it actually turns out to be Steph Curry had 8 3-pointers, so I think that's even cooler. She is in the same conversation, this young lady, as Steph Curry. How about that?
Steph Curry was 8 of 14.
So tying an arena record, she's not going to have a shot because she's on the bench here, but so cool. She could be discussed in the same sentence as Steph Curry. 46.2 to go.
Basketball.
And Eastside College Prep has survived 20 turnovers in the basketball game and still lead by 23.
The power of the three-point shot. 11 of 24, Eastside College Prep. Just a beautiful job of driving, dishing, and surviving turnovers.
Kicked out, and Yamada misfires. Final 30 seconds.
Back-to-back for the Panthers.
3 straight championship game appearances has resulted in back-to-back titles. Shot clock is off. They've got a great crowd here at Golden One Center for both these teams, and you can probably hear it. And the Panthers officially go back-to-back.
Make room in the trophy case. There's one more coming home.
Eastside College Prep 63, Rolling Hills Prep 40.
A 26-point effort by Zion Gabriel, tying an arena record with 8 threes and 16 attempts. Going all Steph Curry on us. And a CIF state championship record for either gender of 8 threes in a state championship game. Remarkable performance.
To have your best game ever on this stage in the state championship, what a special game. And you can see the excitement, finally letting loose some emotion.
Drew's going to talk to her shortly. There's no way she knows right now that her and Steph Curry have the arena record. I want to see the expression on her face when she figures it out. The who knows, the kids these days might go, who's Steph Curry?
I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen.
If I haven't seen him on my phone, I don't know. Let's check in with Drew. Drew?
Coach, back-to-back state championships. You told me before the game that after winning it last year, the goal was to be back here today. How'd you get it done?
Well, they got it done. It started 5:45 a.m. in the morning, first day of practice. That was their goal, to get back and repeat, and they did.
No seniors, so you got a chance to come back and win it again next year. How special is this group?
Best group I've had in 10 years. Great girls.
Zion, I don't know if you're aware, but today you broke the CIF state record for most threes in a game. It was Klay Thompson's record, and now it's yours. How does that feel?
It feels really good and really amazing because I put in a lot of work and it's finally paying off, so I feel good.
What's it like to play with your teammates? You guys are a very tight-knit group. You guys hang out off the floor. What does it mean to be here with these girls today?
They're a great group and it feels really good because we work really hard and we earned this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Drew. 8 3-pointers in the game, tying the arena record with Steph Curry and having the CIF State Championship record for Zion Gabriel, who had 26 points. And for the second consecutive year, Eastside College Prep is the state champions in girls Division V basketball. Stay with us for the Division V boys final. Rolling Hills Prep taking on St. Francis about 20 minutes from now. From Drew Schiller and Mary Murphy, I'm Steve Quist. Good morning from Sacramento.